Good morning, my fabulous pupils at home. How are you enjoying your stay at home? And I believe you are all coping with the online class. God bless you all in Jesus' name. Today we'll be looking at mathematics. Mathematics is our subject for today, and our topic under mathematics is area. Now you have been hearing of area. What does it mean? Today we are looking into area in mathematics. Let's read together as we go into the definition. An area is the number of square units, be it in centimeter square, meter square, or kilometer cube, needed to cover a flat surface. Let's read together again. An area is the number of square units, be it in centimeter square, meter square, or kilometer cube, needed to cover a flat surface. As we go into the examples, you understand more on area. Now, the units for measuring area are the square centimeters. You can also write it as cm square, and the square meters, m square. The units for measuring area, that is to measure area, you make use of your square centimeters and the square meters. Now take a look at the below diagram. AB, the diagram is labeled A, B, C, D. Now look at it. A and B is the length of the rectangle. You can see that the diagram is a rectangular shape. AB is the length of the rectangle. DC is also the length of the rectangle. BC and AD are the same thing. AD is the breadth. BC is also the breadth of the rectangle. And let's read through the explanation. Figure 1 represents a rectangle. We call AB and DC the length of the rectangle, while AD and BC are called the breadth. And you can see that the length is always longer than the breadth. So let's take a look at figure 2. Here you have another diagram. This is a square shape. We have the length and breadth here. The length and the breadth. The two sides are the breadth, while these two sides, the up and down, is also known as the length. Now let's go through. Figure 2 represents a square. The length and breadth are equal. That is the difference. The difference between rectangle and square is that in rectangle you have different sides, but in square the length and breadth is equal. The length and breadth are equal, but for rectangle your length is different from your breadth. Okay, this is figure 3. Figure 3 represents a unit square, 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. The area of this square is 1 square centimeter, and 1 square centimeter can also be written as 1 cm square. But when you have larger areas, the meter square and kilometer square are used. And note that to find the area of a rectangle, we use this formula. So what's the formula for finding rectangle? Length times breadth. To find the area of a rectangle, you use length times breadth. Now let's run through the examples. Example 1. Look up, everybody. Look into your phone. Example 1. Example 1A. Find the area of a rectangle with a length of 10 centimeter and a breadth of 4 centimeter. Now let's run through the solution. Okay, the solution now. We have said that the area of a rectangle is length times breadth. So let's write it out. Area is equal to length times breadth. The length we are given now is 10 centimeter times the breadth is 4 centimeter. So what do we do now? we just say the length times breadth. Our length is 10 centimeter and the breadth is 4 centimeter. Just multiply the two together. 10 centimeter times 4 centimeter is what? 40 centimeter. That is the answer. Okay. B. 40 centimeter square. B. Find the area of a rectangle with a length of 8 centimeter and a breadth of 6 centimeters. Still the same. You write out your formula. Area is equal to length times breadth. The length is what? 8 centimeter. And the breadth is what? 6 centimeter. So 8 centimeter times 6 centimeter now is equal to 48 centimeter square. That is the answer. Now example 1C. Example 1C now says find the area of a square with size 6 centimeter. Find the area of a square with size 6 centimeter. I said it while I was explaining earlier on that the length and breadth of a square are equal. So what do we do now? What do we do? We write out the formula. Area is equal to length times breadth. Still length times breadth. So the length is what? 6 centimeter times the breadth will be what? The breadth also will be 6 centimeter because in square the length and breadth are equal. So you write out your 6 centimeter too. So 6 centimeter times 6 centimeter now you have 36. 6 times 6, 36 centimeter square. So that is that for this example. I believe you understand it. At the end of the class, you still have the opportunity to replay the video. Now let's go into the homework. Your homework goes thus. Open to your active mathematics, page 157, exercise B, number 1 and 2. You will answer all the questions you have on page 157. And please, I enjoy you that as you read, as you study, please copy the notes inside your exercise books because I'm going to check it when you resume back. Copy the notes inside your exercise book. That will be the end of our lesson for today. See you next class. Bye for now.